David, you talk about the digital tsunami. Can you tell us a little about that?
Well, you know the Canary Islands, Rick. I think you were there just a couple of weeks ago, weren't you?
I
The
wish.
one that's on the northern westernmost part is called La Palma, and it's projected to fall into the Atlantic Ocean, break in two, 300 cubic miles of material, creating a giant tsunami that's going to come across the Atlantic 500 miles an hour and hit New York City with waves 75 to 125 feet high. And nobody will believe it's coming, and so they estimate 50 to 75 million people on the east coast of the U.S. will die. How about that?
Tragic story, but what does that have to do with governance?
Well, the digital tsunami is already upon us. Big data, artificial intelligence, all of that material, it's on us now. And you can't just hold your breath and hope it's going to go away. This stuff is transforming industry after industry. Everybody will remember Uber. If you've been on the board of Beck Taxi and hadn't paid attention, all of a sudden you wake up and there's this thing called Uber in your business. And if you're not responding in some way, shape, or form to potential threats to your business, you are going to be out of business.
How does a board prepare for something like this?
I don't know, but they sure as heck got to be aware that it's coming. It's on them now. Some boards have actually introduced into their membership younger people. Now, the average board age in the United States is 62. Walmart has 4 directors under 40 because it was so concerned about Amazon that it figured, man, we got to get this talent right around the board table now. So they have 4 directors who are 40 or under.
Well, we take a look at skill sets on boards, and what you're saying is in addition to the financial acumen, the HR, all these skill sets, we need somebody that understands this new type of business, and it's probably going to be somebody younger.
No question. I mean, you do have a computer, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's about the extent, though, of your digital knowledge and awareness. And that would be typical, I think, of anybody over 50. You just are not part of that business industry. So you need to be looking at younger directors if you're going to put this at the board level.
Is this sector specific or industry specific, or is it everywhere?
I think it's pretty much everywhere. I was at a conference in Chicago a month ago with 45 CEOs of industrial companies, people who make stuff, valves, light switches, lights, that kind of thing. And the whole purpose of the seminar, there was 45 CEOs of publicly traded companies, was to get them into this idea that digitization is transformative for every business. It's really huge. And companies like Komatsu and Caterpillar, who make heavy equipment for mines, for example, they're investing $2 to $5 billion a year trying to understand how this stuff is going to work and transform their businesses, because they deeply believe that there's a huge first mover advantage. The guys and gals who get in front of this movement as a company are going to revolutionize the space they're operating in, and they're going to have a lead that's going to be very difficult for anybody to catch up to. So gold or gone again.
So whether it's strategy, other topics like that, this is something that the board has to have on their, near the top of their agenda and deal with at every meeting.
Yeah, the tsunami will kill 50 million Americans because they don't believe it's coming. Any board that doesn't believe the digital tsunami is on them today is likely to go into remission and a quick and unhappy death, would be my view.
Well, very good points. Thanks, David, very much.
Okay.